Hi everybody, this is Boog Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the NECA Ultimate Noir T-800 Terminator figure. So before we take a look at the Terminator, let's take a look at all of the accessories that he comes with. He does come with quite a bit of accessories. So first up, he comes with an alternate left hand. He comes with a fisted left hand that he has right out of the package, which we don't want that. We want a hand that can hold a gun. And it pops out pretty easily. It's a really nice, soft, rubbery type of plastic, so you can switch the hand and the alternate arm out really easily. So I like that. I don't feel like I'm going to break the peg or the hands or anything like that. So he has that. And as you heard, you can plug it in like so. You get this head sculpt, which is really good. NECA did an amazing job on that. That's a great likeness of Arnold Schwarzenegger. The hair sculpt and everything. Just looks really good. So he does have two other alternate heads, which you can just pop off like so. These also pop off pretty easily. Like, not so easy that they'll just fall off, but easily enough that you don't feel like you're going to break it. So up next, he comes with this head. This is when he is chasing after Kyle and Sarah, when Kyle blows the car up, because as you can see, his eyebrows and a bit of his hair is singed off. And again, this looks really good. I think this is about every look for the Terminator up till the assault on the police department. I think this is every look for him, but of course that one. But you get this one, and he's looking off to the right. I wish his eyes would have been centered instead of looking off to the right like that, but still, it's a really good head sculpt. And I think he just looks a lot creepier without the eyebrows. But you can see how he changes in the movie there. So that looks pretty cool. And he comes with his damaged head sculpt, which is the final head sculpt. And I'll be able to show off a few more of the accessories with this head sculpt. This is the one with his damaged eye, and you can see the blood there. And that looks really nice. I like how they did a faded pinkish collar and a gloss coat over that. It makes the blood look like it's wet. And it looks like it's dried a little bit right there. So yeah, that looks really good. And then you get some more blood there. And as you can see, they did use that gloss cover on the blood to make it look fresh. So that looks really awesome. Up next, he comes with an alternate damaged arm, which goes along with this head. And there you can pop the right arm off, and like I said, it pops off pretty easily. I don't feel like I'm going to break it or anything. And he comes with his damaged arm. And this looks really nice. It's got lots of damaged flesh right there, or synthetic flesh, I should say. And some nice blood. Though you can see a little bit of blood didn't get painted on the edge there. But that looks really nice, and you can see the Terminator skeleton underneath. This is from the scene where he's testing it to see if it moves, so I like that they sculpted the finger like that where he's testing it. That looks really nice. And you can plug it in like that. And you don't get much articulation out of it from the rolled up sleeve there. You're really just going to get it moving up and down just slightly and side to side slightly. But there you have him looking at his damaged arm. And he does come with a pair of forceps. And these look really good. They don't open or anything. But he has two of them, which I believe in the movie there's 2 or 3 that he has attached to his wounded arm. And you can't attach these. They don't. I think it would have been nice if there would have been like a port where you could attach them. But you can't do that. I did find a way around this. The sleeve, the rolled up sleeve, is a separate piece on top of this arm. So you can kind of get it wedged under there. I did this before the video. Oops, drop that. Let's just try it with this one then. Let's get it under there. There. And as you can see, it will stay pretty nicely because it's tucked under that sleeve there, since it is a separate piece. It's not meant to be that way, but you can do that, and it does look like it's holding on right there to that damaged part of his arm. And you can also put the forceps in his left hand here, the open one. He has soft and rubbery hands, so you can get him holding them pretty easily. There. So that took a little more than I thought it would, a little more effort than I thought it would, since I was just doing that behind my camera. And you can't get him bending his arm in like he's working on it. The best you're going to get is, let's move that around here. The best you're going to get is that. So he can't actually reach all the way over to his right arm. But still, I think that looks really cool. That gives you another way to display it. So that looks pretty awesome. So now that I have the normal arm and normal head on him, we can finish looking at the rest of the accessories. He comes with this shotgun, which looks really nice. It's done in a gunmetal and brown color with a wash of black on it to make it look like real wood. And it really does. It looks like wood, just the way they painted it. It looks really nice. You can see mine has some scuffs right there. But still, that's kind of realistic. Kind of looks like some damage to it. But still, that looks very nice. You can get him holding it in either hand. You just have to wedge it through like this. And like I said, his hands are soft enough that you can get him holding it, you know, any way you want. He can kind of hold it in both hands. You can do it like so. But it does feel like I'm pushing the articulation to its limit, getting him like that. But he can hold it in both hands. Up next is my favorite accessory, the scoped pistol. It looks really good. It's got some really nice sculpt detail to it. And I think it's cast in silver and the black is painted over top of it. But yeah, that looks really nice. This is my favorite accessory for him. And again, he can hold it in either hand, but I will go ahead and have him holding two weapons like the promo shot shows. His final accessory is this Uzi. And it also looks pretty good too. It's got some nice sculpt detail to it, but it's just cast in that flat black color. And you can get him holding it in either hand. So yeah, he comes with a ton of accessories. I really like it anytime a figure comes with a lot of accessories. And like I showed in the video, you get quite a few different display options, since this is pretty much every look that he has up till the final act of the film. But yeah, we already looked at the head sculpts, but they look really nice. You can see that a little bit of paint right here on the front of his hair didn't get painted since it's on the underneath there. It's still a little bit of the flesh tone which he's cast in, but it doesn't look too bad. And you get a little bit of lighter brown paint over that dark brown paint. But yeah, NECA did a great job on the likeness there. All the head sculpts look out of this world. And his jacket looks really nice. You get some nice wrinkles sculpted in there. You get the gold zipper painted on there. And the t-shirt that he's wearing underneath of this looks really nice, with all those designs on it. On his left shoulder, I started to say right shoulder. On his left shoulder, you get this real chain, and it looks really nice. It doesn't get in the way of the figure. If it does, you just have to move it up, because sometimes it'll go under his armpit when you're posing him around. All you have to do is just roll it out from under there, and then you can get it like that. You get some black painted on the collar right there, and you get some black painted on the back, and the back of his right arm with the spikes. And the spikes are painted really nicely. Though on his hand, they're not painted that well. He's wearing the leather gloves, and they have that glossy black finish to them. But as you can see, the paint apps on his hands are kind of spotty. The black is showing through on the skin tone, and the spikes aren't painted that well. But it's way worse on this side. As you can see, he doesn't even have one of the knuckles painted up here. It's just all silver. This hand is painted pretty badly. That's my only real complaint with this one isn't painted the best. This one's not the best either, but it's better than this side. But yeah, that's my only real complaint with it. And looking at his pants, they're cast in that dark brown color, and they have that light brown painted over top of it, and a slight texturing. You get some pockets there. And it looks really good. You know, NECA always does a good job on things like this. And then you get his boots with some spikes on them. And again, they're not painted too convincingly. Especially this side. It's a little sloppy. But still, other than that, it looks really good. It's a really nice figure. So now, I will go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed neck. There's no articulation in the head at all. It's just the neck. But he can look up just about all the way. he can look... Oops. I tore his head off. Okay, so he can only look down that far. If you move it any farther, you're going to do what I did. He can move his head side to side, and you can get a little bit of tilting there. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move out that far. He has single-jointed elbows that can just bend in that far. I do wish it would have had a little bit more of a cut. That way you could get it bending in just a little more. But it can bend in that far. It can swivel side to side. He has ball-jointed wrists that can move all the way around. You can get it moving up and down and side to side. He has a swivel at the waist that can move side to side. He has ball-jointed hips that can just about do a complete split. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back just about all the way. He has a single-jointed knee that can bend in just a little bit. Again, I wish that it could bend in a little more. But considering the first release, this is a lot better. I think the very first release, this figure didn't have any articulation from his waist down at all. So this is definitely an improvement over that. He has swivel at the boot, and he has ball-jointed ankles that can move side to side, up and down just slightly, and they can rock slightly. So yeah, the articulation is not too bad. If I could improve anything, I would improve the knees and the elbows. But still, you can still get him posed around really nicely. I just would have preferred there to be a little bit more articulation there. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to the Judgment Day Terminator, the Terminator 2 figure. And they should be the same height. This one's a little shorter, but as you can see, his knees are bent a little. If he was standing straight up, they'd probably be the same size. Yeah, there, now they stand at the same height. Yeah, if you don't have his knees bent, they are the same height. Here he is next to the DC Multiverse Superman figure. There was a crossover in the 90s of Superman and Terminator. So there he is next to him. They scale perfectly together. Since these are in 7-inch, you can get them in some pretty epic scenes together. And finally, here he is next to the NECA Batman figure. I can't remember if there was a Terminator and a Batman crossover or not. So there he is next to Batman. So overall, I would highly recommend this Terminator figure. It is absolutely amazing. You get some really nice accessories. You get quite a few different ways to display him. You get some really nice head sculpts that is a great likeness of Arnold Schwarzenegger. So yeah, I love everything about this figure. And it might just be my favorite Terminator figure in my collection. So yes, I would highly recommend picking this up. That is how much I love it. So that is my review. If you like this review, be sure to make sure to subscribe to my channel, comment down below, and like the video. Thanks for watching.